3 hours in, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, nearly 80. Actually, I'm a liar. We've done 87,000 views. Make sure you're sharing the stream right about now. Right, so we're going to start with Ben Chiwelll. Ben Chiwell is going to be the benchmark here. So this, no one else knows what this is going to be. So we're looking at their performances over the last 5 years is how we're looking at this now. Man like Josh is back with us in a second. So expected assists. Why can't I find that? Hang on a second.
Look at David's face. He loves that word, man. He loves the expected.
He already knows, doesn't he? He already knows. David, do you already know?
Guys,
you read it as a bedtime story.
Guys, I'm trying to do it, please. I'm serious. Just
everyone mute their mics.
Yeah, just mute.
We don't have to mute your mic. Just don't keep talking when somebody else is. And I'm trying to. It's what happens is it's like when I start saying the top 6 thing because you man are all talking. I say this is what we're doing, and then you guys go, "Oh, what we're doing?" Listen, I'm going to throw chalk at someone in a minute. I'm serious. Right, expected assists per 90 minutes for Ben Chiwelll, 0.1. Is that good? Dave, see, you got to unmute yourselves. Is that good, David?
Is it?
I don't. It's not very good. It's not.
Okay, cool. Right.
It's one assist every 10 games.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. And that's why I was asking David, is it any good? He wanted that one. If you'd have gone, David, with assists, what would it have been? So we have a look what assists would have been if you'd have gone with assists. 0.13, so not much better. Right, so crossing succession. Crossing succession for Ben Chiwelll is 25.7%. 1 in 4 successful crosses.
Okay.
Chance creation, 0.8 per game. 0.83, we're being really accurate here. Dribble succession, 47.8%. We're getting to decimal places here because we need to make sure that someone's coming out on top. Now, defensive duels won. This is going to get more fun with the next go. But defensive duels won very good at 62%. But what we'll throw in, because we want to get very accurate here, is he attempts 7.3 per game. Because if somebody's on 61%, but they're attempting double that, they're better. Interceptions, 5.21 per game. That is the benchmark. I hope everyone in the comment section is taking notes. This is going to get exciting now. This is going to get exciting. The next person, we're going to go to Spurs next. We're going to go to Regulion, however people want to say his name, Sergio. Right. So expected assists. Let's just go. I'll mute your mics for a sec, guys. I want to ask you all a question. Expected assists higher or lower?
Higher, man.
Higher.
Terry,
much higher, probably. No,
it's not. It's
higher, Bruce.
No,
Higher, Bruce.
it's really not. It's really not that much. It really isn't.
Okay.
I think Chiwell's is like 0.11 and what's it? Regulion's like 0.15.
I know it's higher.
So Regulion's is 0.12. So he's better. He's better.
It's very close. It's very
Take
close.
your L, David.
Oh, crossing succession. 34%. He's nearly 10% better. He's nearly 10% better. Next one. Chance.
But Lampard wanted him, So
chance creation. 0.83 for man like Chiwelll. What do we think it is for Regulion? Up or down?
Up.
Up. Higher.
It's 1.14 per game. Well in the mud.
It's based off one season, Terry.
Who came up with this idea?
All competitions, including internationals. It's looking at the actual player across all metrics.
They're quite young compared to Telles, though.
All I'm saying, bear in mind, one played for Leicester, one played for Real Madrid.
You can't. There we go.
Actually, David, he actually never played for Real Madrid, so relax. He's always been out on loan.
So dribble succession for Ben Chiwelll, 47%. For Regulion, 52%.
Yeah, definitely higher. Definitely higher.
Now we get to the real crux of it defensively here. Defensive duels won. Ooh. 59% is lower and actually 7.6 per game. So they're actually attempting like the same amount per game. Very, very accurate. Interceptions.
Higher, isn't it? It's higher.
No, it's lower. 4.81. So in that little battle between them two, Regulion won one of them, 2, 3, 4. and Chiwelll won 2 of them. So that's 4-2 to Regulion on that. Now we move to Tellers, and I'm really scared now because I already feel depressed today. It could make it worse. 13 minutes.
Check. Regulon has played like around 14. How many games for Real Madrid? So he has played a few games, just a small amount.
Okay.
Tellers will be a lot better. He will be. He's
older as well.
He played in Turkey.
Whoa.
That's not the argument. The age doesn't matter. That's not the argument.
0.23. That is going to be higher because this guy is just like a playmaker. I bet Trent. By the way, I bet Trent is as high as that. If we go and check that, crossing accuracy.
I reckon about 30%.
It's so close. So Regulion was 34 flat. Tellus is 34.2. He's better.
Wow, by 0.2.
He's better. That's why I said decimal places, just in case you win. Chances created per game. 1.94 for man like Tellers, bruv. Man like Tellers. Dribbling succession.
Terry's loving this.
66%. That's the same rate as the Eden Hazards, bruv. Percentage wise. That's nearly 20% better than Ben
He's a
Chiwelll.
better player than Chiwelll. That's what's going on.
I'd wish everything in my life 20% bigger and better. Trust me. That is an amazing statistic. Defensive, though, because it could all fall down here because we're going to do an overview.
It does fall apart.
Defensive duels won 62%, and he does 7.1 per game. Oh, he's joint. Actually, he's second on that because it's 62.1. And Ben Chiwelll is 62.7. So slightly better on on margins, he's there. Interceptions, the worst of all of them, to be fair, 4.61. So overall, Tellus wins in 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. Ben Chiwelll wins in 1 of them. Sorry, Ben Chiwelll wins in two of them as an overall. So it's basically Tellus is the better player.
So Tellus is a senior as well. He's like 828.
No. Before you say the age thing, is Trent better than most right backs in the league? Answer my question. Answer my question.
They're too young though. That's the thing.
Is Trent better than most right backs in the league? Yes or no?
KJ, it's never been.
Yes or no, David?
He is, but I haven't complained about age.
So therefore, if someone is a superior player, it doesn't matter what the age is.
Stop arguing. What I'll do, I'll change it and just look at last season. So we'll look at it in a 1-season isolation last year as an example and see how much changes. Drum roll, please, viewers. So Ben to the Chiwelll to the Well. He's expected assists jumps up to 0.13. Massive jump for old Benny Chiwelll. He's crossing succession. Oh, it's much better. It's 29%. 29% for him in last season. So he has got better as he's got older. Dribble succession. Why can't I see dribbling succession here? Dribble succession is at. Oh no. That's actually better as well. 51%. Sorry, crossing accuracy. 29%. I did that already. Chances created is what I missed. Oh, that's a big improvement. 1.08 for Ben Chiwelll. He's gone up on everything so far. He's on the up and up.
I swear Terry does this before. You did it beforehand, right? Like you already had the sheets prepared just to rub it in our faces.
No. I wouldn't have been on the website if I'd done that. Defensive duels won last year. Oh, we went backwards in that and only 60%. So he's getting worse defensively according to stats.
Ben Alonso.
Yeah. Receptions last year, that was a regression of 5.03. Easy now to do everybody else. So Regulion last season. Let's go and have a little look. Defensive duels won. That was worse last year at 56%. Interceptions was worse at 4.3. But it's about the same. Do you get me? There's no real difference in terms of what we're seeing here. Attacking wise, actually, chances created last year, an improvement to 0.14. Cross succession, massive jump to 41%, which is huge. And then expected assists, because we have to put expected assists in for David, 0.18. So everywhere that he was already in front of Chiwelll on, he stayed in front of Chiwelll on. And everywhere that he was behind Chiwelll on, he stayed behind Chiwelll in. So maybe looking at 5 years does work, but we'll look at Tellus to see if there's a significant difference. It shouldn't be with him because of his age and everything. Defensive duels 1. That was all of them are slightly regressed by like 2 or 3%. His was as well at 58%, well 58.9 if we're going to get really technical. Interceptions last year were an improvement for him at 5.13. So he just won another category in the last year's one there. Mr. Tellus. Passing wise, expected assists. Oh no, wrong one. That was better last year than the 5-year average at 0.24. He had a brilliant year in relation to that. His crossing accuracy last year, 34%. So that stays exactly the same as what it was. But obviously, Regulion's jumped in front of him last season in that particular area. Chances created. We go to that little one there. 1.97. So that's gone up from the season before. Dribbling session. Oh, that went up from his average to 76%.
Ooh.
Dribbling completion.
That's like Messi.
That's madness.
6% dribble completion last year. So basically, guys, changing it from 5 seasons to 1 season has actually just made Tellus look even better.
So I swear you did this in advance.
But wait a second.
So Terry's so much happier now that he's decided Man United have won the transfer.
Wait. Yeah. But and on top of that, if you work it out, they got the better deal because they only spent 15 fucking million.
Gem. Yo,
and then it goes up. Then it goes regular. And then it goes Chiwelll backwards.
Guys, I have friends who are big Portuguese like Liga Nostra, and I've watched a bunch of Porto games for whatever just random reasons because I was there. And ask Terry, I'm going to die on the spot. I've been tweeting about Tellus. I've been begging for him for so long because he's the real deal. Like, you are going to see a player in him. When we were talking about Regulion versus Tellus and people were like the age thing, I'm like, I don't care how old they are. Tellus is that much better. Like, and it's
what do you think of Vinicius then? What do you think of Vinicius? Because everyone's giving like Tellus loads of praise because wasn't he the top assister last season in the Portuguese league? If Vinicius was the top scorer, surely he must, because I've never watched him play, innit?
You know what it is with Vinicius? It's the 1 season thing where, you know, Alex Tellez has a body of work. You kind of like, yeah, you can say that. But I've never seen Vinicius play. I don't know.
It wasn't, and I won't lie, it wasn't a lot. Like, I watched him a lot last year. It was 2 years ago that I actually watched a lot of Tellez, and I actually signed him in FIFA. I know you guys don't care about that, but I signed him because he's.
Just on Alex Tellez, people were saying that he did doing it in the Farmers League. So let's just go through all those things again. Looking at his performances in the Champions League, right? So in the Champions League, we know that the Champions League isn't the Farmers League. So he's expected assists in the Champions League, does drop slightly from his league average, but he's still at 0.18 as an example. His crossing accuracy improves from 34% to 38%. As an example, so that's a better metric in relation to that. Shot assist stays the same at 1.9 still per game. His dribble succession over the last 5 years in the Champions League has been at 72%.
Wow.
In terms of dribble succession rate. Defensive metrics, which are in course important. He's up against Champions League opponents here. Still wins 62% of his defensive duels in around 7 parts per game, and interceptions is at 4.62, which is about his average. So even when you look at Tellus as a Champions League player, and if you look at some of the teams here that he's done this against, and what's interesting here, I want to look at that in the game against Liverpool. 80% of his defensive duels he won, as an example. In that game, 6 interceptions. In the game against Liverpool, expected assists was actually at 0 for that game, which is unfortunate. But there we go. But crossing accuracy in that game was at 38%. We look from an attacking point of view. His dribble success rate against Liverpool was at 100%, but he only attempted 1. So you can read into that what you want. And you look at other teams he's played in that Champions League period. Liverpool on a couple of occasions, Leipzig, Juventus. I mean, he played against Leicester. When he played against Leicester in 2006, he destroyed them. 2 assists in the game. 6 dribbles attempted, 100% on that. Crossing accuracy, 5 attempted, 5 done. So this is a man all those years ago when he was before his prime, knocked out the champions of England, Leicester. Like he was the main guy in that 5-0 demolition, as an example. So listen, man, like as I said to people before, this isn't a guy who's played against nobodies his whole career. Like he's proven it. He also plays internationally. If we were to look at his last 5 years, we click on stuff it doesn't actually show international side of things. On an international, it doesn't have all these international data here. But yeah, he's quality. Like, I'm not even going to debate anyone. He's a serious player.
No hiccups then. He needs to perform on the bigger stage.
And what I said earlier is I don't care about the 15 million. We have got a player for me that if you'd have told me we're spending 50, 60, 70 million, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. I really wouldn't have batted an eyelid. I think he's that good a football player. And like I am always true to my word that the price is part of it. You banter on it, but it's about the quality of the player. You're really telling me Thiago's only a 20 million pound player? Of course. You're telling me Gareth Bale's worth nothing because you got him on a low. Like, it's just nonsense. The expectations are what they are as individuals. Super chat here.